Hey, I was Draco. Before this video gets underway, I'll just give a little quick bit of announcement to the way it's going to play out. I was doing the episode that you're about to see, and things are a little bit hasty, like certain things that were happening off camera had to make me rush a little bit. So technically you'll see that it's kind of two videos in one. Instead of it having two separate videos, I've kind of fused both episodes together because not a lot actually happened on this weekend's episodes. Plus, we not only was a lot of stuff happening off camera, but at the same time, I was a bit hasty, and after all the times I've been playing this, I didn't think I would do such a silly mistake, but I made a mistake and end up in part of the video. You'll see I get into debt and everything, but I decided I was just going to fuse them into one episode, and then I would have next week, and which is when I'm going to put 4 videos of Jurassic World Evolution. That's when I would probably make sure things pick up. Either way, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and I hope you guys have a good day. Enjoy! Hey y'all, this is Draco, continuing my playthrough of Jurassic World Evolution. So where we left off, we're on Island 3, and yeah, we had the hiccup, which was irritating, but as I said in that video, I was going to show you guys the 5-star version of this island before we move to the next island, which is what I've done. So, you guys would have seen this part, and then you got the Rexes way up here, which I believe is in the video that you did see. And then if we go all the way down here, this is where I did the main event mission, like the 3 missions, and then this is what I normally do, I turn this big ass section into the herbivore exhibit, I turn this into a dual herbivore exhibit with the little, just having one hatchery here that allows me to divide and release them into it with just having one of these, and of course 2 species, and then over here just a bunch of species that can handle like large populations. So overall, it's good. And if we go into here, as you can see, everything is more than happy on every account. Like, yeah, if you get the facility stuff done easy, the dinosaur stuff is a cake. And like, as you can see there, technically I only had to get 1800. I'm already at 2391. And exactly 12 out of 12 species, so I'm good as gold. But now we are moving on to the 4th island. This is where shit starts to get real. Because this is the island that will, quite like every now and then, get not only storms, but they can have a slight chance to have tornadoes per the storm. And you can have times where you don't get tornadoes for a long time, but then again you could have other times where you could just get like a tournament like every storm. I'm not sure exactly how frequent it is, I've just had times where it's either or. Like last time I played, it was...
Nothing about this island feels right, and my instincts are usually pretty accurate when it comes to issues regarding the dinosaurs. So much of what happens on the islands is a secret. By necessity, yes, but this just feels like something else. Too cramped, too isolated. It's as if somebody is gathering up all the materials for a disaster. Tread carefully.
Alright, so yes, as I said, like this island, the last time I played this, there were storms like every now and then, but they weren't like crazy. This is the island where I redesign everything. So we want a medium power station straight off the bat, and we're gonna drop that right here.
creations of their own. You can't confine nature this way, because nature adapts. It searches for weaknesses, it finds them, and exploits them, not sometimes, all times. This island is worlds away from Hammond's dinosaur paradise. And if things go wrong here, worlds away is the best place to be.
And we're gonna get another one. And I'm going to delete that for me. Get a pathway. Because this is the island that, yeah, you don't have to technically rearrange everything. But like, I do anyway because I don't like how messy it is. Like, I put them there, that would give me a decent amount of power. And then we'll get that fossil station back up. Operations. Because the fossil center is one of the first things we definitely want to make sure we keep on this island. Now, the one thing I will say, and you can perfectly choose to ignore my advice here, but straight off the bat, you have this enclosure. Now, of course, this is all built up, pretty much trying to tell you you should use it. I ignore it. Don't get me wrong. It's a great enclosure, and you could literally use it for any purpose that you have. I am just of the opinion that it's good, per se, but it's screaming for you to fail. Like, what they're trying to tell you, like, I don't think they've said anything yet, but one thing they'll tell you to do is put this, like, a heavy hitter dinosaur, like some type of big dinosaur down that is a lot of money. And, they're pretty much telling you that the first thing you should do is pull it down like a T-Rex or something, which is great, except this is the island that you also have to remember is where the tornadoes will hit. And the tornadoes don't give a shit that it's concrete. They will, if a tornado goes through a concrete wall, it will leave a hole, and then you'll have to spend a whole bunch of money that in early map game you don't really want to be doing, trying to fix a broken fence. Alrighty then. So, yeah. God, that was I didn't even realise the time that set. For you guys do not know how long, like, I would build this, but luckily enough, I would have cut the entirety of the waiting out for you guys. But yeah, this is pretty much the enclosure. I haven't put feeders in yet because I haven't put the dinosaurs in. I just focused on that. One thing I did do other than the enclosure though was this pathway. I've made it snug more to the border so we have a little bit more room. I put the research center down here. I deleted the power station up there, but I'll be putting another medium one down later because the small ones just don't cut it. Yeah, I know I'm in a profit debt. Got the radio station there and all that. But now, after all that moving, I can now just go into here. Now, I've got all the research stuff that I can do now, but I also have this stuff. Now, one thing I would normally do is bounce to another island to do some research for anything. Alright, so I already know what I'm going to be putting, but first I need to put in stuff to make sure that my beautiful dinosaurs will not fail their incubation. see, we want my beautiful Hyungosauruses. Where are they? There they are. So 300, and yeah. So before I incubate that, one thing I am going to do is go back to the fossils. So 2 more of them. And that way I can go 1, 2, 3, and still have enough. Ground 1 there, ground 1 there. Alright, and now we'll quickly go into here and sell that last one we had. Are we able to research? Okay, they're going to take a lot of our money.
I'd take this contract myself if I had the time.
Not, I don't have the money just yet. So one thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly bounce to the first island. Because what we want to do is just before those guys finish incubating, because we don't have to worry about money. Our money will slowly begin to increase back up when we release them. The thing is though, there's always a high chance, unless you've maxed out their resilience, which you can do, it's not bad. I just only prefer to go for the shark to give the best life expectancy. But if you don't have like the really high resistance, chances are there's always a chance at the moment they get released, and usually it's when you're entering a new island. The moment you release a dinosaur, it's infected by one of the diseases there. Like I clicked on them and waited for them to process. I also got, I think it's still processing, I've got the updated version for the shark DNA and the updated version for the, what do you call it, the Jurassic Park 3 skins for some of the dinosaurs. Now one thing that would probably be good to put on this island as well is the Hammond Creation Labs. Not the Hammond Creation Labs, the Storm Defense Station, sorry. Because they will at least reduce some of the damage that some of the buildings will take. They do not help when it comes to tornadoes, because nothing helps when it comes to tornadoes apparently. But still. See if I could put this down. Do I have the room? I do not think I do. No, not there anyway. So, this one. That's 2. I also do some fossils because I'm going to get ready to do the, at least start getting close to ready for the main missions on this island. Got some saddleballs. Cool, you're still fine with just one of you, which is what I want. I did just mean I wanted to make one of you. I want to make more than one of you, but let's pick something else then. So actually, I want to make more than just one of a dinosaur. It's too expensive for the other ones just yet. So I want Brax, but I can't put them in just yet. Let's try my little munchkins. got a good lifespan going of 310. But that means I only could put in 2 at the moment, which is not what I want. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend my money on stuff for the guests. Like for instance, the first thing I should put down is a monorail station. I'll put it the other way. Gonna have to remove this for a moment because it's in the fucking way. Alright, now we'll reconnect the power. I mean, yeah, like there's still some things about the landscaping tool that could definitely be refined, but I doubt they're ever going to change much more in that department, so it's not much we can do about that, I'm afraid. So that's the one that's going to go that way, so this is what I want. Storm warning, yay, that's, I bet you 50 to 1 that is going to just result in a straight up tornado. Yep. I'll deal with it in a moment. You can tell when it's a tornado because you'll hear this massive thunderclap. The moment you hear that, you know tornado. There it is. A task, fix. And it's gonna rip right through that fence. I can fix that at another time, like, as long as it can... do I have anything to sell? I don't. But as long as, like...
This new contract was made for the use of your talents.
Yeah, later. Like, as long as I could enclose that, I was fine, because the last thing I need is my dinosaurs getting out. And see, if it goes down there and destroys shit, that's fine, because, again, I'm not using anything down here. But this is the reason why they tell you to put a T-Rex in here straight away, because then you can instantly start making money. This is the reason why it's bad, because then if you put a T-Rex in, yeah, chances are that you're probably going to get a tornado straight off the bat like that, and then you're going to be in massive debt without any way to pay it off. where it's not going. Alright, so is that's gonna keep cutting in dead. Yeah, this is the island where, like, it's a rocky start at the beginning, even for me sometimes. Now, I don't have to worry about that because I did take some time while I was getting the... Whoops, wrong one. While I was getting the... diseases matched up. I took the time to do this. So the game can go screw itself with its whole, I'm gonna just create a twister on straight away and get your park in the red. So we'll send it to go fix up the dinosaur that we had diseased. And I don't, it's all the, yeah, the pathetic part that needs fixed up is down here. I think that's it, yes.
No diseased dinosaurs detected.
Cool. Now with that done, what we can do is we can go guests. We want, gonna put a hotel down one point. We just want to make sure something. So if we can't put it here, the best option is put it there. So I'm gonna need to make sure that I leave that space. One thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change that design idea. Putting it there was a horrible idea. So we're gonna go, where is it? Guess, right? Yes, morale. Just do it compact. So we'll put it there. Now the landscape will have this all smoothed out. Now I can use that strip. Right, no, guess. For this stuff. So I'll put first a restaurant down. Right there. Probably gonna have to move that power line. Yeah, that slight hill is going to be an issue, I guess, but I'll should be able to tackle it easily. Let's see, we want clothing shop. No, actually, yeah. Guess clothing shop. Yes, you are going to be an issue. Or maybe. Let's check. Oh, wait. Technically I don't have to put this here, but eh. I can't put it here, can I? Not with that. Because of the steep hills. Yeah, worst goes worst, I'll put it down the bottom. Not pass. We'll do a mission in a moment. Yeah, there's probably no chance that I'll be getting to the missions this episode, but like I'll probably be tackling them next week along with a lot of other stuff, because chances are next week might actually have 4 episodes of this instead of 2, depending on how things go. Right, so clothing shop, we're gonna have you do onesies, maximum that, and 32. And you, Jurassic Gnomes, maximum that, 16. We also want to put guests. Facility. If you're gonna cause that much problems, no, you can go fuck yourself. Part of the reason why I don't like the bigger ones, because like they call it, the imaginary borders that they create just cause more issues than they're worth. Okay, so all I have to do is go put that there, and then I'm not gonna stretch it. There we go. And with that, if I go, this is the one of the islands where the where these emergency shelters are 100% needed, because they help prevent the lawsuits when it comes to the whole Twister thing. Like a lot of other places don't technically need it. This is one of the first islands that actually you'll lose, like until like later on, you'll lose a lot more money than you should be, just because the constant tornadoes. At one point, what I should do... Oh, actually that's also right. The other reason why the monorail's not really running is because it's not powered up there. Oh, and it's also not connected via pathway, which I'm a moron. There we go. Everyone's happy. Well, mostly. I'm about to check, see what people are complaining about. Alright, so let's take a look-see. Food, yeah, all of them are fine. The people are cranky because of down there, and yep, up there, cool. Down here is fine for drinks. Shopping is 8%. Now, I feel like you guys are partially complaining about that, but I don't know. Yeah, there's the fun part, and the restrooms are fine. Alright, so we've got our 3 Hyungas in there, which I do not know why they're all the way at the back when their feeders are closer to the front. But whatever. The reason why I have 2 of the bigger viewing galleries. For now, cheaper dinosaurs would be best, but ones that I could have multiples of. Just because you want the viewership. Like, as I said, for those people that were... for people that watched the previous video, as I said, if you if you want, feel free to use this straight off the bat and put a T-Rex in there. It's not that much different. It literally, it won't be like, if you do this, you will lose the entire game or some stupid shit. It's like, it's not that bad. You just have to be like careful, I guess you could say. I'm only moving that to see if I could do a finicky work, because I do want to see if I can actually put a hotel here somewhere. I don't think I can, but I was hoping. Oh. Yeah. Patience. Smooth it all out.
Here's a new contract. I thought of you first.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I actually need to start doing contracts sooner or later. So if I don't, I won't be able to get any money.
Everything gets better. Easier. Except the plumbing. I can get a little.
Alright, so now we want to request... When are you requesting more contracts?
Hello. I was wondering if you'd be interested
I don't think I'll get that done anytime soon, but it's something at least. How's my power situation? I should have probably checked that before I put that down. Oh, I'm good. Cool. Yeah, I've got 20 power left, which I'll be fine with, and when I save up, I'll be putting the upgrades on the power stations I have anyway. They all require fun though, so what I need to do is guests. So I need to put an arcade or a bowling alley down because they give good amounts of fun. But that will have to wait because I need more money. I don't think I've got any more stuff to sell. No. I'm only deleting a contract so that way I have more room for other contracts to come through. Alright, so... Alright, so back on this island. Yeah, I popped over to the other island just a moment ago just so I could get some more sellables. So let's get some money. Of course we're not getting bracks just yet, but that's because we need money to buy for other stuff. So we're going to get some parasaurs to start off with. Wait, what would be better? 58 to 58. I say it'd be probably better to get that. Because they live a little longer. We're not ACU, we want a ranger station.
Feeder supplies inbound.
There and one there. So that's 4 feeders in there, so that will be good for when I'm actually finished. Now, the one thing I will mention that technically it's an exception to the rule I gave for all the other islands. Shut up. On most islands, what I do is I have I have a section of the island closed off. That is where I'll do the testing. Now, I'm probably going to do that down here. I'll probably make a herbivore enclosure here, that for the herbivore main mission, and the carnivore ones I'll do as well. The only difference is, most of the time, I still use this enclosure. Of course, one of them failed. 1, 2. Which shouldn't. Yeah, it would be 87% success rate, so I don't know why it failed.
I want to take this contract, which means you want to take it too, correct? Taking that contract was the smart choice. You've proved that. Thanks.
I'm removing that pass because I don't like. As you saw, I got to complete the mission just by doing that. But even if it looks ugly right now, I made more space for myself, which I shall capitalize on later. Because I'll be building down there, don't get me wrong, but not right now. Again, really? You're at 87%. I don't understand why it's failing. Though, I will say though, one thing I have noticed, and it's really bloody irritating, is some dinosaurs, for some reason there's one particular skin pattern on all of them. Usually it's not a date one, usually it's a just normal one. But there's usually one skin on all dinosaurs, or at least a few of them, that for some reason fail no matter how much percentage you have. Like, I forget what species it was. I think it was one of the predators. I was trying to give it the coastal pattern. It was at 93 or 97, one of the two. It was 90-something% viable. So I don't know. So I shouldn't have failed. And yet it failed 7 times, and I'm like, what in the hell?
Keep up this kind of work, and you'll be going places.
I'm not doing any combat ones, you moron. Yeah, because now these are getting more traffic because it's actually dinosaurs. guests. How big is the arcade actually? Cool. Alright, so now, while that's being built, and as you can see the money's going up a lot more significantly now, but we need it more, but we can't do it. See, been grown about a lot of things in this game. The one thing, if I was allowed to choose anything to change, and like, although there's a lot of things I would like to change, one thing that I think I would love to change is the timer in which you can request a contract. I'll go max out employees. Like you have to wait 2 minutes per contract. Problem is, if you've got no contracts, you complete a contract easy, and then you literally have to spend 2 minutes just twiddling your thumbs because if you haven't got anything else to do because you need the money, and you don't want to bounce to go to another island just to get more money, it can be tiresome. How's the feeders going? Cool, they're good. The only thing I don't understand is why there's a gate there, but a gate way over here in this corner. I'm like, what's the point of this gate? That gate I understand, but the other one, no. Not unless you're planning to separate that into 2 enclosures, but then why is the water only on one side? Alright, so going good so far. Let's just check. Yep, everyone's good on everything. And yeah, like, these 2 towers are taking care of most of the enclosure, except for that tiny corner there, but that's more of a hill, so it doesn't matter. And this is covering the section in front that these 2 couldn't handle, except for, like, that tiny corner. But that's, like, you haven't got really much room to play with on this map, which is what really sucks. But you kind of have to make do with what you got. To be honest, I understand the idea of this island because I understand like the whole challenge factor, trying to have little space to manage and trying to get the best out of what you've got. I just think that it's so stupid on how small it is. Like, you look at it, that's the entire map. Like, this literally is the entirety of the map. Like all the other maps, you literally connect there to there and you have this entire area, connect there to there and you'd have this entire area, and maybe like an extra bit over here and a bit over here, and that would be exactly what you get on all the other maps. Especially number 5 where you get a shit ton. I'm just like, I like the challenge aspect of it. I don't understand why it's just so extremely compact that you have to make, like, not just make do with what you got, but you have to make some type of abomination just to have things fit. Let's see now. I don't have anything I could sell, do I? Not yet. Money's going good, but like most of stuff what I want to do, I want to put in 2s to 3s, but they all require more money than that. So 930 or just 940 around that is what I need for 3 of my little dude. And I need a lot more than that for the iguanodons. Because see, on this particular map, luckily enough, you only have to get 8 species, so you don't have to really work too hard on the number of species. And for the dinosaur tiger rating, as I said, you just, as long as like that big closure down the bottom, you have 2 T-Rexes and put some other stuff around, you should be fine. Like you can smash the 2000 rating in ease. Like right now, I only have 2 species on the island, and I've already gotten 200 score out of it. So it's not going to be hard at all. And then yeah, like most of the raiding facilities are going down because of the front and bottom area, but that's because I haven't built anywhere yet. But as for the 5-star, if I get 3-star, I get the next island. If I get 5-star, I get a skin, so it's not extremely taxing if I want to just not worry about 5-starring just yet.
Let's not argue over the small stuff. Looking at the big...
And then you have these 3. Now, all of them have good things that you want to unlock. However, the one that has the best is security. Like, don't get me wrong, this one has Carnotaur and improved output 3.0. And, like, its first reward is Carcharodontosaurus, which is amazing, but with 2 great predators and the output is great. However, this not only has Suchomimus, which is also good carnivore, it also has the large power station, which is what you want. It's one of the best things to have, and it's one thing that you definitely want to get. Oh, shut up, Cabot. But like, the bars are good, I guess. The wetland skin, still pretty good. And the Acrocanthosaurus is not bad. But like, yeah, this gives you, like, the 2 carnivores and the improved output is great here. But the large power station is number 1 for me, as well as the Suchomimus. And I guess for some people that want to try the electrical concrete fences, go for it, but I just find them a waste of power, just to be completely honest. Alright. Actually, how much are they going to cost? Let's just check. So right now you've got a... If I was going there, you've got a life expectancy of 170, and that's only with 3 modules. But that's also putting you at 18. Taking off 1, it doesn't really decrease you by that much, but it does decrease you by a lot of lifespan, which I don't want to do. So I will have to wait for my gorgeous Brax, sadly. So 36, 58, yeah, I'll probably do some more Guadodons now. So modify.
Offer here that you should definitely look over.
It would cost more to put the fast food thing down, that's not worth it. Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna cancel both these. There's one thing I can be doing if I have enough money. I do have enough money, but can I place it somewhere? Do you need to place it somewhere that has access to the food and all that? Oh, actually. Because right now, with security so far in the lead of out of everything, that's because like I wanna give it that kind of push, and they won't be giving me decent missions. Putting the security center down allows it that that's gonna start funding in more money for me. Because oops, wrong button. If I go into here. One thing you'll see is this loyalty bonus. Like thanks to that, I will be having that give me a nice extra little bonus per every time I have a price jump. Unfortunately, we're going to have to leave it there. Next week, don't go, for those that are still watching this series, I do apologize that there's episodes like this that get really dull. Island 4 is still always suckish for me, even though I played this like a fucking bunch of times. But yeah, I will hopefully next week, when I'll be doing more episodes of this, I think I'll be doing 4 episodes or so, I will have a lot more done. Probably between now and the next episode, I probably off camera will just get to the point where I can unlock all 3 missions. So that, because there won't be really much for you guys to see, but still. Hopefully then next episode will be just showing you the 3 missions, and then probably being that I might do 4 episodes, if I can do all 3 missions without any problems, I will be moving straight to the either 5th island, or I might go to Dr. Wu's 2nd island now. Well, probably not, because I do remember that I need stuff from the 5th island before going to there. So I might go to the 5th island and then bounce back to the Dr. Wu's 2nd island. Just because, I do remember that thanks to things like the Spinoraptor, I'm going to need Spino DNA. But yeah, so far, hope you enjoyed the video so far, my friends. Again, apologies it's been a slow episode, but I will be trying to pick it up later on. And look forward to next weekend, because it will be a bulk of episodes, and then of course the weekend after next weekend will be when the episodes return back to normal of this actual schedule we have. So you'll see Doom returning with Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and then the other series that we used to have on the channel will begin to come back as followed. And if this hasn't finished by then, I'll probably slot it in randomly during some of the weeks. Maybe I'll put 1 episode during the week each week, just so you've got that extra video. For now, my friends, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, check out our other videos, and we shall see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.